Na szevasztok! Ez egy kis videó lesz a szomszéd bácsiról. Ezen a falusi karsón ugye találkoztunk, és ezt egy külön videónak csináltam, mert igazából ez így érdekesebb lesz. Úgyhogy itt van a verseny traktora, hallod? Verseny traktora, rakjátok ezt a két szót. Kicsit tagoltan fog beszélni, remélem megértitek. Kb. 1,5 kilométerre van tőlem a garázsa, de amikor beindítja ezt a traktort, akkor igazából hallom. Nagyon jó. Na, itt van.
Hi, how you doing? Yeah, I got a 1938 John Deere G, two-cylinder. Come out of the factory with about 400 cubes and had about 40 horsepower. And now it's got 1,000 cubes. It's got about 200 horsepower. Two-cylinder, and I pull it in the antique classes. We go several different states: Ohio, Kentucky, Tennessee, Mississippi, Missouri, Indiana, and of course, we pull mile per hour classes. Most of the time we'll pull 5 mile an hour, 8 mile an hour, 12 mile an hour. And we've got a big pull coming up in 1st of December in Tunica, Mississippi. And we'll have about 1,200 hooks or maybe more. And there'll be people coming in there with tractors from almost every state in the United States. It's a 3-day event. And I won it, the King of the Hill, a few years ago. I won it, had I think it was 137 tractors in it. And I won the whole thing. But now that's been several years ago. But yeah, then we pull around here in Kentucky quite a bit too.
So how heavy is your tractor?
Okay, I start out in 5,000 pound class. It weighs 5,000 pound with me on it. Then I normally go up 500 pound increments. We'll go to 5,500, then 6,000, 6,500. We used to go all the way up to 8,500, but most of the time we stop at 7,500 pound. And
how much do you pull? How much?
I don't know how much weight. We pull a transfer sled, which means the weight is in the back of the sled when we take off. And as we start up the track, the further we get up the track, the weight transfers to the front of the sled, and then eventually it'll stop you. We pull a 200-foot track. Sometimes if I pull the 200 feet, then that's a complete pull. And we do that every once in a while, we'll make a complete pull. But I think those sleds weigh about 25,000 pounds. And of course they're on wheels. And they got a pan on them that slides on the ground. And as that weight transfers to the front of the sled, it puts more weight on the pan, and then eventually it'll stop you. Sometimes I'll make a full pull, go out to the 200 feet. But that's the heaviest we pull. On what gear I'm gonna run. Okay. And I usually run 3.5 to 4. Sometimes we'll run 4th gear. That's the fastest gear I've got. But sometimes we'll pull 2.5 or 3.5 gear. Most of the time it's 3.5. We've had it. I've had it about 20 years, and then I had the motor reworked about, I'd say 8 years ago. So. Like I said, it was 400 cubes when it come out of the factory. Now it's right at 1,000 cubes. and the crank was like a 6.5 inch stroke, and now it's got a 10-inch stroke in it. And that determines how many cubes you have, because we also bored it out from like 6.5 inch pistons up to, got an 8-inch piston in it now. So you take the 8-inch piston and the 10-inch stroke, that's how you arrive at 1,000 cubes. And it's only a 2-cylinder.
And is it a gasoline?
So it's gasoline, and we run high octane gas in it. And that's how we get and the horsepower is up to right a little over 200 horsepower. I had to open those pit cocks because that, it goes by. Yeah, open the pit cocks, that releases the compression, and that allows it to start. And once it starts, we close the pit cocks. And then that way the compression stays in the motor. But let's see if we can start it.
Na, érdekes szomszédaim vannak mi. Az egyiknek korvettje van, a másiknak meg versenytraktora. Erre varjatok gombot. Ekkora alumínium felnit láttatok már, mint ami ezen a traktoron van? Hol lehet ilyet kapni? Mielőtt fölmászott a bácsi oda, elfelejtette bekapcsolni az áramtalanító kapcsolót, úgyhogy most azt kérte, hogy azt kapcsoljam be neki.
Yeah, I guess you need to turn off the electricity.
Yeah, well, I'll be starting it up for too long. Go home. But